Playing around with the idea that I see on the internet about the ice wall, how we're not really living, or I still think we're living on a globe, right? Okay, so this is the idea how I see it. The Earth is way bigger than we think, and our seven continents is really just kind of a, a patch of a bigger Earth. Someone found, and I just posted something about it, but I don't like the way they're showing pictures of it. And sometimes I see better pictures, but not on the videos that talk about it nice. So, someone found these continents that we live on, our whole Earth, all the lands that we have here, on the bigger Earth, and they said that could be a good containment zone. Now, containment zone for a certain kind of human, I don't know what. We're not getting to that yet, but what I'm getting at is something different. Anyway, so let's get the picture here. We got the giant Earth. And then on that Earth, let's say there's a crater on that Earth that's pretty big, and our whole Earth is in that. Not our whole Earth like another Earth in an Earth, but our seven continents and our what we got, and then Antarctica is really a ring around that, the crater, and then the bigger Earth, which has an ice ring crater that our lands are in. We're getting fooled that our lands is an actual Earth, but it's not an Earth. And if you would fly down to Antarctica, you would see that it's not just an ice island at the bottom of a globe. It's an ice wall that you fly over, and there's more fucking Earth. It's a crater of ice, and it's a perspective thing. You can see it on Google Earth, how they wrap it around and how it works. You can use that to perceive what I'm talking about. I don't think that's actually how it works, but anyway, so that's is what's happening if you can wrap your mind around that. Now what I'm getting at is I was just thinking about how people are finding all these cut down trees, these massive trees that look like mountains. Why would they have to come down? They couldn't trick us to thinking this Earth is this small if these big ass trees, these huge trees. And you know how they say they're giants? You know how animals like in a cage grow as big as a cage is, certain animals? Right? Like you get a bigger aquarium, the snake will grow bigger. I don't know if that's the right animal, but certain animals are like that. You get a small aquarium, they only grow so big. You get a bigger aquarium or bigger tank, it can grow huge. It's a big ass Earth. Of course, there's huge ass humans on it, right? Which is why we saw those. And then, of course, there's gonna be huge ass trees to be the right ratio size for the size of the real Earth, right? Right? They cut them all down in our little crater, so that the perceived trick. That's the only thing I probably fucked it up. Like, no, it doesn't make any sense. Why would these big ass trees go out into space if the Earth was that size? We got to cut them all down, and then we can fool them to think that that's